Randy Pringle was a 30-year-old lawyer from San Bernardino. On particularly long days at the office, he used to kid with his secretary about running away with him.
Linda, I was suddenly struck with the notion that we should run away together.
Alrighty.
He and his wife Nancy had been married for 7 years. One rainy Monday night, Mr. Pringle was more serious about it than usual.
Linda, let's run off together.
Alrighty.
You know, my wife would be glad to get rid of me.
Would she give you a divorce?
Divorce is out of the question.
Well, I suppose you'd have to get rid of your wife then.
Pringle was unusually silent at dinner that night. About a half an hour after coffee, he asked his wife,
Nancy, let's go out to the garage.
What for?
I don't know. We don't go out to the garage anymore, the way we used to.
I don't recall us ever going out to the garage, Randy. I could rest easy the balance of my life if I never went out to the garage.
Supposing I said it meant a lot to me.
What the hell is the matter with you? It's cold out there and there's absolutely nothing to do.
There's a dartboard. We can play a game with darts.
I don't want to. I'm in the middle of this article.
Listen, why don't you come out to the garage with me? You can finish your damn article out there as far as I'm concerned.
There isn't enough good light out there. And anyway, I've made up my mind, so why don't you leave it alone and stop being a jackass?
Fine! Fine, I don't give a rat's ass what you do! Be a stubborn, soul-stealing bitch!
Mr. Pringle, your neighbors phoned in a noise complaint. And they want some peace and quiet.
I understand.
Now, I don't want to come back out here again. You got that?
Alright, okay, you know, I wish you'd let me tell you a little more about this garage endeavor. It's kind of a surprise.
Are we back again on this subject?
Alright, look, I might as well tell you the truth instead of beating around the bush. I want to get rid of you so I can marry my secretary. Is there anything especially wrong about that? You know, people do it every day. Love is something you can't control.
We've been all over that. I'm not going to go all over it again.
I'm just trying to let you know how things are, but you have to take everything so damn literally. I mean, for Christ's sakes, do you really think I wanted to go out there to play darts?
I never believed that for a minute. I knew all along you wanted to get me out there so you could bury me.
Sure, you can say that now because I told you, but it never would have occurred to you if I hadn't.
You didn't tell me. I got it out of you. And besides, I'm always 2 steps ahead of what you're thinking.
You're never within a mile of what I'm thinking.
Oh, is that so? I knew the minute you set foot in this house tonight that you wanted to bury me.
That's nothing but a damn lie. You knew nothing of the sort. As a matter of fact, I didn't think of it till just a few minutes ago.
It was in the back of your mind. I suppose that filing whore put you up to it.
You shut up! You shut up! I have plenty of people to file without having her to do it. She doesn't know anything about this. She isn't in on it. I was gonna tell you went to Akron to visit your mother, and then you fell over a cliff. You know, she wants me to get a divorce.
That's funny. You'd bury me, but you'd never get a divorce.
In case you forgot, I'm Catholic, and I happen to love communion, and I will not be the pariah in the congregation at St. Jude.
Yes, and I suppose that you told all of your buddies at the pancake dinner about how you plan to bury me, too.
That is not true. This is between you and me. I was never going to tell a soul.
I bet it never occurred to you that you would get caught. Idiots like you always get caught. Now why don't you go to bed? You're getting yourself worked up over nothing.
I am not going to bed. I'm going to bury you in the garage. I'm settled on it. I don't know how I can make it any more clear to you.
Listen! Will you shut the fuck up if I go out to the garage? Will you give me some peace and quiet if I go out to the garage? Will you leave me alone if I go out to the garage?
Fine. But you spoil it by taking on that negative attitude.
Sure, I spoil everything. I stopped watching watching in the middle of my stories, and now I'll never know how they play out in the end, but that is nothing to you.
Did I make you start watching that program?
Jesus Christ, Randy, it's cold out here. Would you think of this at this time of year? Any other husband would have buried his wife in the summer.
You can't just simply arrange these things for your convenience. Besides, I didn't fall in love with her until late fall.
Anybody else would have fallen in love with her long before that. She's been around for years. Why is it you always let other men get in ahead of you? It is a goddamn pigsty down here. What have you got there?
I'm gonna hit you in the head with this crutch.
Well, you can forget about that. Do you really want to leave a great big clue right here in the middle of everything for the forensics team to find it? Go out behind the alley and find a blunt object of some sort. Something that doesn't belong to you.
Oh, alright. But I assure you there's no blunt object in the alley. Women always expect to find blunt objects anywhere.
If you look in the right place, you'll find it. And don't be gone long. Don't you dare stop at that tavern. I am not going to stand down here all night and freeze my ass off.
Alright! I'll hurry!
Shut this door behind you. Where were you born? In a goddamn barn?
Mr. Pringle? What are you doing here? Is everything okay?
I did it, Linda. It's done. It's all finished.
Finished what?
I killed my wife. See? I put her down with this tire iron.
Mr. Pringle, if this is some sort of joke, it's not funny at all.
No, it's no joke. I got 2 tickets to Antigua. Look, I did it all for you. Oh, are you packed and ready to go? Oh, honey, we're gonna be so happy together.
Oh, get away from me!
But I love you. Remember our moments? Let's run away together. Alrighty. You have to get rid of your wife. I did that. She's dead.
I was being facetious, you moron!
Linda, is everything alright out here?
Yes, Tony, everything's fine. This mirror's just about to leave.
Who the hell is this?
Who the hell is this? I'm Tony, Linda's fiance. Who the hell are you?
I'm Linda's universe, that's who! Linda, leave this pot and run away with me. Wait, come with me, you get out of here. She's lying. No, wait, no! Linda!
Who the hell was that guy?
Linda! Why'd you do this to me, Linda? Oh God, damn it, Linda! I fell! You ruined my life, Linda! It's everything for me. Go to Antigua, Linda.
The judge, taking into account it was a crime of passion, tried to be sympathetic to Pringle, but he was still handed 25 years in the state penitentiary. And thus was the end of Randy Pringle.